But yeah, there's another topic that we've got, and
Yeah.
something happened this Saturday. It involves some of our guys that were there. It was in the Senior Bowl. How did every Alabama player perform? And the headline was Jalen Milroe. He was not having a good day from what it looked like because he had minus 12 yards on 6 attempts, and he only completed 3 of 5 passes for 21 total yards. It's insane.
Yeah. I looked at it, but in the overall scope of it, the game itself really doesn't matter because it's what you do during the practices where you're there in front of these professionals and coaches, and they're looking at what you offer during practice, and they learn more during practice than they do in a game. And because Jack, in a game, there's no set starters. As far as they're going to play the majority of the game, you know what I'm saying? You start, this starter, and so he's going to play the majority of the snaps. And these type of game all-star games, they're going to constantly be rotating players in and out, in and out, and so you really get no flow, no rhythm of the game. You never know who's going. You're in this play, this series, and you got this guy at left tackle. Then the next series, you got this guy. The next series, another guy. They're constantly rotating people around. So it'd be great if you walk in there and everything just you hit it right and it's just perfect, and you've got the protection, you've got the time, you've got the reads and all that kind of stuff. But in game all-star games where you got a week to practice, I mean, not going to happen. So sometimes you have players just get lucky, but really for the guys that are there, it's what you're doing during practice. Okay, those agents, those people, those professionals, those coaches are watching you in practice, looking at your footwork, looking at this, looking at that. The game itself, it is what it is. So I wouldn't put anything. And I've kind of always said this. I wouldn't put anything to the game. What you do is you increase your value during practice, where they're out there watching, and they see more in practice than just a game, and it's kind of hodgepodge.
Well, you're right, because the draft combine is going to be on from February 27th to March 2nd. So that is definitely going to be a day to look out for, the draft
Yeah,
combine.
exactly. And a lot of people, what's more important, All Star Game, Senior Bowl, or the combine? It's the combine.
Oh, yeah.
But what you do during that Senior Bowl is you allow coaches to come down there, watch you during practice, because really during the season they don't have time because they've got their own team to coach. But right now, here it is February, and dead season for them. They unless you're Kansas City and Philadelphia, so they have time to go down there and spend. So that's the
Yeah.
benefit. So any of those, not a mistake to go play in a Senior Bowl, but the combine is the metric.
Well,
That's the metric they're going to go by.
there you go. Well, and I'm looking at CJ Dupree, where he got 2 receptions for 30 yards, and it's like one of them was a 25-yard gain. So that was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a good ending to the game. Did you see the ending, Jack?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Game winner from Seth Hannigan.
Yeah, to is it Beck? It's Becch. Is that Beck or Besh? Or anyway, but his brother was killed in the New
Yeah.
Orleans, the terrorist attack there, and awful. And then for him to win the MVP and have a great, everything fell in line for him, which is awesome to see, and a great ending to the game. So that's a storybook.
Oh,
That's
man.
Rudy. Make a movie, Rudy. But yeah, tragedy, and then for things to go well for him is really awesome.
Oh, yeah. It was huge.
Yeah, I was really glad to see that. It was inspiring, and a great ending to the game. And so it is what it is. So I put a little into it, but individual statistics and those kind of things, I don't put a lot into it because it's just too hodgepodge. It's just throwing people out there and hoping it works.
Yeah, and
It's what it is.
oh yeah. Seems like a lot of our guys didn't do a whole lot in the Senior Bowl. Huh.
Yeah. And
But
who knows how much liberty they give the coaches. Players may say, I don't want to, this whatever number of reps. What they want to do is just down their practice and let the coaches see them during practice because that's where you learn. And so
yeah.
we've given the players today a lot of latitude, and they can. And then they already have agents and saying, well, we only want him on into this and this, and then there's a lot of shenanigans going on behind the scenes. So, but the biggest thing is get down there and show your stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the game is just most of them really, they care about the game, but that's not the reason they're down there. They're down there for the practices, the exposure.
Oh yeah. Well, I really hope that Milrow and friends have a lot of luck in 2025 and beyond.
He will.
Yeah, it's like the draft class for the quarterbacks is just very sloppy.
Yeah, it's kind of. But hey, today I saw who's number one in the Heisman, Manning. So guys hardly ever even played, and he's, the I guess the promotion, the what do you merchandise. I don't want to whatever. And this guy, he's played maybe I don't know how much of whatever, and then now he's the Heisman leader.
Well, I mean, the Mannings are basically the college football NFL equivalent of the royal family. So
I know. Well, they're going to get one of them a Heisman before it's all over, because there was all that whatever with Peyton and the Heisman. And so one of them's going to get it.
there we go. And
So,
we got it.
Yeah, that's amazing. I was sitting there and I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh, yeah.